Hey guys, it's Blimey. I mentioned in a little bit of the gameplay through Forsaken World I was going to show Allods because, I don't know, I really like the art style on Allods. I've played a little bit of it, I didn't really like the gameplay. It was really chunky and not very satisfying. I find Forsaken World is a little bit more satisfying. But the quality of the characters are surprisingly good. I had a lot of fun just going through the character creation. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a sucker for character creation. Like, if I can just customize my character for hours on end, I feel like I've spent my money well. Well, thankfully this is a free-to-play game, so it doesn't really matter. Also, you're gonna have to excuse the volume. There's no way to turn it down from... I can't find a way to turn it down from here. I have to get into game first, so... I'm gonna make a character. I'm actually just gonna show you the character customization for this video because there's a fair bit to go through, but if you're like me and you're a sucker for character customization, then you'll like it. So this is the basic, I guess, human race. You can see in the back here that there's two races in this big picture. They're kind of like the good race and the evil race. I always tend to go for the evil races. I don't know, I always think they're more badass. But check out that gear, isn't that awesome? This is what the males look like. And he's got an awesome mustache. But you can tell the texture quality is quite excellent. So we're going to go warrior. So this race has a warrior, a paladin. Check out that gear. Just like Forsaken World, you start out by looking at the pretty gear. When you get into game, they're wearing something very basic. But that's really impressive. There's a scout, so this is what the kind of rogue slash archer looks like. And I think there's a healer too. There's probably a couple more there. So this is what the healer class looks like on this. Basically they have races in very similar classes. They just called different things. This is a summoner. So it actually doesn't look like he's wearing anything interesting. He's got overalls with little bloody towel on. Gender. So I think this is a cool class. I played a bit of the Psionicist. I can't even pronounce some of the things here. I am such a retard sometimes. Look at him, he's just sitting there poking at his brain. They use their minds to connect with their mobs, like the enemies, and basically like destroy their minds. It's a really neat class. And we're back to the warrior. I'm gonna go to the orcs. I think the orcs are so funny. They're huge. So this is an orc warrior. There's also an orc paladin. It's got a sweet comb over. There's a scout. They're massive. And a warden, which I think is like a shaman. They get these little funky looking pets. You can't see him because he's got a bag on his head, but they look like little goblins, and they are absolutely hilarious. Some of them, I think a lot of them look different. They'll actually run around with like cigarettes hanging out of their mouths, but look at that gear. Isn't that so neat? This just shows you that like gear can be really, really cool. It doesn't have to be shiny, but they can make it look really neat and simple at the same time. P.S. Blizzard. And this is my favorite race so far. This character model just blows me away. So I think the background towards these guys, look at them. It's so neat. Sorry, I get so excited. So I think the background is basically they've been risen from the dead, so they're like the undead, but they've been basically put together, you can see, with some mechanical attributes. So their kind of spine has a little mechanical look to them. You'll notice actually if we take... Well, that's nice. Okay, I know you can take their clothes off, but I've never actually tried it on the guy. Check out that butt. Alright. So... Okay, get back into the game. So you can tell that their arms are mechanical, and their legs are mechanical. How about, you know what I'll do? I'll switch it to female. There you go. It's a little bit better, isn't it? So look how awesome they look. And this is without any gear on. This is just how they look without their gear. And I am so amazed by this. When you put their gear back on, so cool. So they got like, they're Egyptian robot mummies is basically what they are. Zombie Egyptian robot mummies. And so there's a mage, there's a summoner. They summon little pets. The girls for some reason have tails. I don't really understand that, but the gear in this game just like makes me giddy. There's sound assist, okay. Sound assist, okay. Check that out. And you can actually put their helmets on. Their helmets look really neat too. So they've got like an Egyptian theme to them. I really like the healer look. I think this is really badass. I tried playing a healer when I first started this game, and I couldn't do anything though. I want to be a high-level healer, but I can't level a healer, so... From what I understand also is, it's a free-to-play game, but you need to rely on the store, so you have to actually buy things from the store, which I gotta say is pretty cheap. I mean, it is free-to-play, whatever. I mean, they gotta make their money, but... I don't know. I don't think having to play the game effectively... You know, I don't think you should have to buy things to do that if it's going to be a free-to-play game. You can argue with me if you want, post it in the comment. You know, I don't really know how it works, but... So, actually, let's make a character. Let's start it out. So, I'm going to be a summoner. Is it? It's probably a little bit laggy now, isn't it? I apologize. Alright, let's get in here. Let's change the face. They're really neat looking. That one's pretty cool. And you can change the features, so you can change the earrings and the headset, or the whatever the headpiece is there. Sorry, I'm making her naked again so she's not so laggy. You can tell that particle effect was making it a little bit laggy. And I liked that one. That one's pretty. And we're gonna do the hairstyle. They get this like steampunky like Egyptian look. It's just all these really cool like aspects thrown together. And so let's change hairstyle. Pretty cool. So she's got some headset on. Hair color, so you can change the hair color. Keep it at like a green. Additional feature, even the makeup on the actual mask that they're wearing you can change. So, what would look the coolest? That's pretty neat. How about that? You know what, I gotta say, if this is too laggy, I'm not going to post it. I rather put up quality videos rather than having you sit through lag. So, check out that undercleavage, eh? Yes, I'm Canadian. I say A. It's true. Additional feature. Oh, I like that one better, actually. Okay. And skin tone. So they're dead, basically. Well, they've got like dead skin. That's kind of neat. And figure. So you can be huge. The only thing I noticed is that look how lanky she is. If you change how large, like how tall they are, their head stays the same. So no matter how big she is, her head stays the same size. So it looks pretty silly. So I'm going to keep her at a normal size. And let's do Limey Games. Put that gear back on. Should we go for a summoner? I think we should go for a summoner. We've got a pet. So let's do it.